Hello, hello. Do you know what too? Sometimes you are surprised at your own things. First of all, welcome to my channel. I hadn't thought of that either. I showed the paper the other day in my YouTube video. In that video, I picked up the paint from my glass pad, and I was using my watercolor paper, a very cheap one, not an artificial paper. Yeah, and now my original plan was to use it as a background paper for a journal, but then I changed my mind. If this interests you, stay tuned. Luckily, I still had a photo of the original paper, which can be seen in the top left corner, and then I really got into the crafting mood again and could hardly be stopped. As you can see now, I made a card. Something very different. By using different layers, it becomes quite a good result. I used to work with a jelly plate before, and I must say I wasn't too impressed with the result. But when you cut the paper to fit, the big aha effect comes, and then you are very surprised at how well it can work. I had a similar experience with this paper. By the way, you can also use a punch and or use a die and cut things out of a paper, and then you have also really great effects. Here I just cut it and positioned black cardstock underneath. The small tile comes from the Stamperia paper Gustav Klimt, a very nice paper set which is perfect for this. I cut out the tiles and glued them to the golden mirror cardboard, and finally I cut them to fit. I think it's great when you can combine different papers in this way. I did something similar here too, but however I didn't finish a card yet. Sometimes you can also do things and prepare it, and if you need a postcard, you can put it in an album or journal, and if you want a card, greeting card or something like that, you can very quickly take white or black cardstock, fold it and glue it together. I was very surprised how well this mixed media paper turned out to be cards with the Stamperia paper. That was the Nuvo embellishment mousse that I used, and I saved on my glass plate. You can see that in one of my videos on my channel, and I must say I always try to rescue or to absorb the remaining color with paper, and then afterwards I will use the paper later. I cut my own page into 4 parts and placed them on the black cardstock. I arranged the small squares which I cut out of a paper set Gustav Klimt by Stamperia, and differently on the cards. And by the way, I have no idea if the squares are the right way around. Klimt fans may forgive me at this point. This is now my artificial freedom. You have to forgive me for that. When I was done with the paper and I had squares left, and then I decided to make more cards. And now you can see here results with golden mirror cardstock. I made these stripes with a stencil from Tim Holtz. I used Nuvo Mousse embellishment mousse again, and I made the light blue paper a long time ago, and I had it lying in the drawer for a long time. When I asked myself, when are you finally going to use it? And now the time has come. I arranged it with the squares, and I think the color of the Gustav Klimt paper goes really well with a Nuvo Embellishment Mousse. So now, please hold on, now it's getting colorful. Haha, this is a bit out of the ordinary. I used alcohol markers from the shop Action. By the name of them are twin markers. I wasn't too impressed with the result on the photo paper. I might have used Yunk Paper better. It was so colorful that this piece of paper also lay around with me for a long time. But now I really like the squares by Gustav Klimt. I especially picked out the parts with red color elements of a Gustav Klimt Stamperia paper. And now I think that goes very well with the background. And now I like the paper. With the gold and black, you have a good layout, and it didn't take me a long time to make all those cards, and I use my own paper, which at first glance might not have been ideal for cards. But now you can see the final result of all these cards. So that's almost the second part of a video with the scraps. I hope you be now inspired by my ideas and have a look in the drawer and use paper that has been lying around there for a long time. Use the things you once created and then didn't quite know what to do with them. Sometimes the results are surprising. Many thanks for watching. It would be great if you liked the video and perhaps you want to subscribe to my channel. I'm always happy about a comment and I try to answer as soon as possible. I hope to see you again soon on this channel and see you soon. Bye.